I see some yawns. Get that girl some metabolic coffee. As I was traveling to Baltimore and preparing to share this word with you, a memory popped up, and the memories are the best thing about Facebook. They're like built-in iCloud, right? They are better at keeping track of your life than you are sometimes. And your messy camera roll, and you're like, there's that photo I've been looking for all these years about where it started, and it takes you back to a moment. There's a moment that something happens within each and every one of us, usually around big things in our life. And you know when you're onto something and you can feel something starting to shift in your bones and in your spirit, and you're like, there is good fruit here, there is good intention here, and I want to be a part of it. Well, I want to show you a photo of after I began to catch this vision of what getting America healthy could look like. I needed to put myself in the room, and you guys did just that this weekend. So I was looking back at this photo of me and Eric Hunsberger in 2011 when he was one of my only coaches. And I said, will you fly out to Baltimore? Dr. A and Dan are going to be sharing their vision of where we're going and getting America healthy. And we got on the plane and we came out here and we heard them for 2 days. And I think it may have been here at the Marriott. Dr. A, you had this old Porsche that you drove up. And I was like, there's Dr. A. And I was like, he had a Porsche. And I was like, I'd never really seen one in real life. I'd lived in a small town, okay? Don't judge me, all right? I was just like, oh my gosh, there it is. And I think it was in the valet parking. And I was like, that's so cool. What would that be like, And man, we went out to Owings Mills and stood in front of the brick building just like you did yesterday. And I took a photo. And a dream was caught. A vision was caught of what my life could be like, and something began to activate within me, and I went home and I put action behind the vision. Everyone write down action. Write down the word action. Put it in your phone, write it in front of you, action. Action. Well, it's time we get into action. It's time we get bold. You are an authority. I'm going to talk about Mike. I didn't even know Mike was going to say that, but it's time to become an authority in your space. Just like Mike said, we are leaving the show and tell business, and we are entering the educate and share era. I was sitting with some folks at lunch, and as we were sitting there talking, I'm like, in 16 years of being an Optavia coach, I have never sat through this much data and facts in education to where I actually learned what's going on inside the body. And that's the exciting part. So if you're a teacher, if you're a person that likes numbers and data, this is your time to shine, because it's about ready to get really, really good, because we need more educated coaches. So, but before we do that, we have to understand a couple things. That your personal metabolic reset story is everything. Nothing else matters. And I'm going to say nothing else matters, because this whole the next 25, 30 minutes with you, I'm going to talk about two things. Your personal metabolic story, our personal metabolic story, our 3.0 story, and marketing. That's what it comes down to. Your 3.0 story and marketing. You can also write that down. So I'm going to say it. Understand that our personal metabolic reset story drives creativity, drives everything. And you might need to have a little bit of a decision time and a little bit of talk with yourself. In fact, everyone stand up real quick with me. Just stand up together. We're going to do something on the count of 3. Okay, everyone standing? Grace, are you standing? Okay, good. Stay with me, Grace. Let me tell you something cool about Grace. One of the very first meetings I ever came to in Beaverton, Oregon, at not the Hilton, the Embassy Suites, Grace greeted me and welcomed me to that event. So you want to know what a pioneer looks like? You want to know what not quitting looks like? You want to know what taking it to the next level, and no matter what happens, keeping going? Go talk to Grace, because she's got some fight. She's got some grit in her. The next 25 minutes and the next day and a half, we're looking for some people that have some fight. Stay standing. Don't sit down. We're just going to stand this whole time. I'm looking for some people that got some fight in them. This world is falling apart. And we do not have enough coaches, especially fit coaches in the Army. And I'm talking mentally fit, spiritually fit, physically fit, with that desire, with that fight like Grace has. That's what we're looking for. So on the count of 3, I want us to take a jump. Okay, we're going to jump. You don't have to jump as high as you can. I just want, even if it's a little bit of a hop, I want you to get air between your feet and the ground. 1, 2, 3. Good. I want you to do it again, but we're going to do it together this time. We're going to say 1, 2, 3, then we're going to jump and we're going to go back down. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that was good. Now this next time, I want you to grab an area of your body that you are not, no. Grab an area of your body that you might call your problem area, your struggle area. Everyone got that part? If it's ass, grab some ass. If it's gut, grab some gut. If it's man breast, grab the man breast. Okay? If it's jiggle under the arms, I want you to grab it. Come on, just let's have some fun here. It's a closed room. No one will ever see this content. It'll never, ever be seen. Okay? Grab your struggle area. If it's a little bit of extra love right here, grab the love. And we're going to jump together. All right? Everyone got your area of struggle? We're going to jump. 1, 2, 3. Is any of it still jiggling? Sit down. Some of you are sitting down and it's still jiggling. It's settling on in. It's settling on in. Just having some fun. Can we not have some fun? That area you just grabbed is the difference between your future and where you want to be and where you are now. If we resolve that, if we take care of this, you don't have an IPD problem. You don't have I don't have people to talk to problem. You don't have I'm not Dan Valentine problem. You have a love handle problem. We have an ass problem. I say this in humor, but I also say this in just because I do love you. And until we confront this, nothing else really matters. Nothing else really matters. So I've spent all my time talking about our love handles. All right, what are we going to do about them? We have the answers, right? But that is your next area, to have a personal conversation with your coach. Some of you have spent a lot of time in the last few months or the last few years talking with your coach about goal setting and planning, and I just need you to get my head screwed on straight. No, we now know the problem. We're going to personally reset our metabolic health as a community to become a fit army that is fit for purpose to serve this world in 2026. Who is with me? I'm going to say it again. Who is with me? We have the answers. We have the I can't even say the word, Dr. J. Proprietary. Okay, I'm not formally educated. We have everything we need, but we need a bigger army to deliver this message. So let's talk about this message. So before we go further, understand our personal metabolic reset story and continuum is everything, because you can't take away my belief. I'm sitting here in the presence of so much greatness. Your stories are what continue just to sell me and reaffirm my belief. There's Sherry back there. Talk about reversing her metabolic dysfunction. She just came into Scottsdale the other day. She did her in-body. She's seeing where she's at. She's on her continuum journey down 250. Yes. I want to give credit where credit is due. 200, sorry. But look at her. She's smiling. She has energy. When I said jump, she jumped. That is metabolic synchronization, and her body is on the right track. It's afternoon. I don't see Sherry back there yawning. She's like, I'm good, Doug. Keep me in the game. Here we go. So proud of you. So proud of you. More stories like you, because you're a frontline health coach. Come on. All right. Understand, I believe it's time to become unrecognizable. T and I made this decision 2 years ago. We're not where we want to be, but we're farther than we were a couple of years ago. So I really invite you to take it to the next level. Now, it's important that we become accountable to own our story. Your story is your story. It is what it is. Where did it go wrong? What are you doing differently? I recorded a video, it was like 6 months ago, I put it up. It says, Optavia sucks. The fat out of you if you follow the program, okay? And there's a little plan called Transition that is designed to take you into this incredible metabolic synchronization. And it is amazing. But guess what? I have been okay with sharing the parts of my journey of the 5-in-1 ishing for way too many years. But that story is no longer relevant today. The coach of the future acknowledges where they have been, commits to resetting, and actually optimizing into a new journey. It's time to change the narrative, change the story. It's no longer, I don't think we need to spend much more time being on the struggle bus anymore. Some of us just need to actually confront. We might need to hire a counselor. And your global director is not your counselor. Your IPD is not your counselor. It's time to do, if you need some professional help, go get the professional help. That is 3.0. It is no, I'm going to let coaches be coaches, and I'm going to go get the professional help that I need. So wherever you're at in your story, get very comfortable sharing it. Mike was just talking about what tools are you using? That's what people are buying into. That's what people want to know. So if there's some insecurity about where you're at, you're more relatable with where you're at and where you're going because people want to just come go with you. They're not all stuck up on your head. You know what confuses them is when you share a before and after photo of you from 5 years ago and it doesn't look anything like you any longer. And then there's this incongruency of like, today's after photo needs to become your new before. Today's photos that you take at this weekend is your new before in January and February because it's time to change our story. You understand this? No, 3.0 doesn't have alcohol involved in it. I mean, that's what a fit 3.0 coach is of tomorrow. It's confronting every single habit in our life saying, is this poison really helping me 2 days a week or 3 times a month or 5 times a week? Is it really a part of my future? Am I a better dad because of it? These are the things that I want us to look at. So your story is what it is. Own it, share it. It's time to market ourselves. If our belief is unstoppable and we have a strong core belief, then we got to share the story. There's a photo, and I didn't put it in the slideshow because I'm going to share with you guys a video here in a minute. But check this out. I have marketed myself for 16 years as a coach. This guy told me years ago, put that phone in front of your face, stop being scared, and share your story. So I believed him. And guess what? Putting this phone in front of my face has made me a lot of money. This phone. Some of you guys are like, well, Doug, if I was you, it'd be so nice to have a camera guy. If I could have a camera guy follow me around too and build all my... Okay, you guys, no. Let's just talk about that for a minute. Let's just talk about that for a minute. You have a camera guy. It's called your left arm. It is called back pocket, here, record, because all you can see on my phone is, look at me. There's me in like a little, I don't know where I was. I have like a USA thing, whatever. Okay, so my point is I want to show this video of you because this came up on Facebook the other day, and I'm going to play it for you guys. You don't understand, this phone that you hold in your hands is the answer to all your problems. That and your love handles, okay? Here we go. Shoot.
Chime in via video and say, listen, 2 years ago I lost 69 pounds. And I did that in 14 weeks, but listen, here's the part.
You guys hear my voice? I'm like, it's like baby Doug. I was sitting in my car on a rainy Oregon day, and I was saying, listen, I lost 69.
That was my 1.0 story. Did you guys hear it? It was very, very weight loss focused. But guess what? This phone was in front of my face. And it's never left my face. Go to my story right now on Instagram. Go to my Facebook. All you'll see is there's Doug again, his fat face. Yep. Sharing my truth, sharing my belief, sharing my passion, which is why half of Scottsdale is about ready to like join this movement. There's a movement taking place in Scottsdale right now. They're all going to be joining me and Nick and a bunch of us here in a couple weeks. We're doing this massive event on a Wednesday night, December 3rd. If you know anybody in Scottsdale, like literally Scottsdale's already a healthy, like I'm going to have so many coaches. It's going to be absolutely insane because they trust me because I have this phone in front of my face. Here in a minute, you're going to have an opportunity to put your phone in front of your face, and my clothes are falling off. All right, we'll keep them on here. All right, moving on. It's time to market ourselves. How can you market yourself? You have creativity if you're on the path to optimal health. If you're metabolically resetting, you don't lack content. You don't be like, how many times should I post? You're like, crap, I want to post every hour because I feel so good. There's so much stuff to talk about. You don't have to like get creative. All right, so what are the 10, write these down. Actually, let's shout them out because here's where you guys are gonna need some notes. What are the top 10 problems you think, and there's no wrong answers probably. There's probably 50, but I want you to think of 10 problems that you think our company and our program solves. Shout one out, go ahead. Diabetes, we help reverse diabetes. Hypertension, blood pressure, inflammation, being broke. What about loneliness? What about simplicity? What about easy to follow? Give me a couple more. Write these down. These are really good. You're going to need these. Sleep apnea. Energy. Fatigue. Disconnected parents. Depression. Woo, I was talking about this with the factory yesterday. Okay, so you're going to need these here in a second. So understand, what do you have in your hands? This is where I'm helping you build your quiver. These are the problems that a metabolic reset, a 3.0 coach solves. Okay? They solve problems. You're a problem solver. We want to create solutions, but the truth is the world's got a lot of problems. Who's got the answers? Exactly. So what are the top 10 things? Write those down. Keep writing. Add to that list. If you can come up with 30 or 40, but I want you to narrow down to like 10 that like you're most passionate about, that you relate to. What did Optavia solve for you? Excuses. It took away excuses. All you need is a microwave. Accountability. Yes. Okay, so keep going with this. We're going to go to the next one. I want you to think now, who is the person you solve it for? Write down who you solve problems for. I solve problems for dads because I was a dad that was not in the game. I was checked out. So I'm a solution for dads of America today. Dads that have checked out, they're sitting on the sidelines, not playing with their kids, not out playing soccer. I'm the most active coach on my son's soccer team. I'm in the game. I'm proud of that. I help fit dads. I help dads become fit dads. That's what I do. I also have a passion for leaders and pastors. I know their struggle. I know what it's like to stand on stage and they think they're leading spiritually, but they're falling apart physically. And then they have a whole congregation of obesity, of metabolic dysfunction. Then after that service, then they go all and share in a big old buffet of metabolic dysfunction. Then they're arguing, who's brought the rolls? The problem is the rolls, okay? Like that's the first problem, okay? So who's the person you solve it for? Moms, PCOS people. Perimenopausal women. Who do you solve problems for? Talk to me. PCOS. Who else? Who is your niche? Single moms. Do you have a solution for single moms? What about teachers, grandparents? Seniors, okay? I'm guessing a senior is probably wanting to help solve senior problems. Okay, here we go. Pause for a minute, because here's where I want you to get really granular. A 3.0 coach knows who their ideal client is. They start speaking to the one. You're no longer trying to solve fit dads' problems unless you're a dad that you understand what dads and struggle with. You have a sweet spot, and I'm guessing it was your place of pain. And now Optavia has become, and this program and your metabolic reset has become your place of reign, and you're starting to find dominance. You're starting to become an authoritative figure. Because that's what we're going to do in 2026. You're going to demand authority because you're going to be educated. You're going to know what it's like to struggle, but you're also knowing what it's like to win. So you can speak to the teacher. You can speak to the pastor. You can speak to the person in the military. You can speak to the senior citizen. You can speak to the person who's scared to go to the gym. or will never step foot in the gym. You can speak to the person who has tried everything. You feeling me here? Do you have that person? I want you to get it down to like, there's 3 to 4 people that you are for. Let Megan Valentine handle the brave moms, okay? You handle the fearful moms. You see what I'm saying? Like if we, each and every one of us, own our niche, if we let Dr. Mike handle the chiropractors, unless you know a chiropractor, but Mike probably has more favor with chiropractors. Do you think he understands their language? So let's let Mike handle the chiropractors, but we need more doctors handling chiropractors. They're all over in America. So own your niche. Zero in on their pain point and their problem, and you more than anybody know their excuses. What is this person's excuse? I'm too busy. Dan knows, pastor's like, well, I don't want to, think my church is trying to make money off. We can tell you all day long what a pastor's excuse is going to be. We relate to them. You know what the excuse of the nurse is going to be, of why they can't. You know what the excuse of the nurse practitioner is. You know what the excuse of the single mom could potentially be. So start speaking to their pain point. Start addressing their excuses. I'm going to show you in just a second a video that I have not released on the internet. But this is me, and this took me 45 minutes to about an hour to create. It took me almost 20 minutes to write the script because this is where we're going. I want to invite you. A 3.0 coach is getting more calculated, getting more educated, and he or she is speaking directly to their ideal client. He or she knows their excuses, and we can call them out. And also, the 3.0 coach of the future is an authority in their space. And if you need to borrow some of my confidence, come hang out with me tonight. I'm extremely confident. Confidence isn't an issue. How can you lack confidence in this room after what Dr. Satya and Dr. A and Dr. Lofton and Dr. Muscles over there and like everybody is just they've equipped us to win, and we have the personal proof. Nobody can take this from us. So I am building a ton of content like this because it's time to stop showing and telling. Here's my friend John, he lost 40 pounds. Okay, great. That's cool. You and everybody else has a picture of their friend John. Educate me. Speak to me. Help me identify my pain point and prove to me that you can lead me. All right, so here we go. We're going to roll this video, and let's just pause here and let's roll the video. I want you to watch this.
Bro, let's face it, most dads and pastors are weak and out of shape. You're probably leading your family spiritually, but deep down inside, you're falling apart physically, and it's starting to scare your wife and kids. Look, I get it. It wasn't that long ago that I had let myself go as well. But thankfully, I had a friend call me out, and more importantly, he called me up. You see, I had to stop lying to myself. I had to realize that if I could have done it on my own, I would have done it already. If I were you, I'd do exactly what Dan did. He hired me, the #1 metabolic reset coach on the planet. Before joining our program, Dan looked weak, soft, and embarrassed every Sunday to stand on stage and speak to his church. Dan was a typical pastor, leading spiritually, but dying physically. Now he's in the best shape of his life in his late 40s, and I can help you do the same. I'm Doug Wood. I'm a dad and a husband just like you. Over the past 15 years, I've helped top leaders get in the best shape of their life. I'm sick and tired of seeing men of faith look like men of buffets. What I'm about to help you do is not a quick fix. It's a complete overhaul, and over the next 90 days, I'm gonna have you in the best shape of your life to be the man, the husband, and the father that you're meant to be. Now, I know what you're thinking. How much is this gonna cost? What you should be asking is, how much is my Starbucks and Chipotle lifestyle actually costing me? Good news is, it's less than that. Let me shoot you straight. It's less than $500 a month, and I'm gonna have you in the best shape of your life to where your wife won't be able to keep her hands off you. You can have all the faith in the world or the dream career, but if your body's falling apart, what good are you to your family, your church, or your company? Men, it's time to go next level and lose the gut. Your family needs you to lead from the front, and more importantly, they need a dad that's gonna show them the way. I already told you it's $500 a month. It covers everything you need, including my coaching. Let's stop messing around. Let's be men of action and get back in the game. Shoot me a DM. I'm not gonna waste your time, so don't waste mine.
Thank you. You know how you can thank me is if you turn around and write the same thing and film it and speak into your audience. Okay, because it took me less than 20 minutes to write that script. I'm like, who's my audience? Who am I speaking to? I pulled out this little moneymaker right here. Anyone else own a moneymaker in the room? This thing's a moneymaker. It is, and it's a problem solver, and it changes people's lives. And I turn around and I said, all right, the key is movement. How you guys need movement, all right? How much are you in your scrolls and your TikToks? There's movement, all right? You only get someone's moment for a second. I turn around and I shot it and I edited it in CapCut. That's it. That's all I did. So, I want to go back to, can we go back a slide to the authority? I can probably go back. I'll jack it up probably though. Let me see here. It doesn't matter. It's time to become an authority as a coach. Did you notice the confidence I spoke with? I can't speak to PCOS moms. Or I can't. I don't know what it's like to deal with postpartum. That's Tia's job to talk to those girls. But I know what dads go through. I know what dads sitting, being a second-class husband, living in dad guilt and wife guilt that's, needs to get off his butt and getting back in the game of life. I can speak to that man. And I need more dads stepping up. If you guys want me to talk to your husbands, let me know. I need more men in Optavia. We need more men's literally helping us on the front lines. We have a men's shortage right now. We have a coach shortage. We have a men's shortage. And if you're a man in the room, and you want to get in the game with me, I need some dads. Like Dan and I need some help. Dr. A, we need some help. Nick, we need more men. Mike, we need more men. We need more men to step up and help us. Dr. Mike, there's great men here, but we're outnumbered. All right, it's a chick fest here. All right, so it's time to become an authority. You are an authority in your space. If you sat and heard Dr. Satya this morning, Dr. Lofton, Dr. A, you're an authority. You have the answers, but we got to face the fear. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you guys some things. These are 25 hooks that force people to stop their scroll. Get ready to take photos, all right? And I'll put these out on the internet, no big deal. Take a picture, and then everyone can relax. All right, take your picture, and then I'm going to scroll one more, and I want you to take your picture. There's some stories. There's some ways to interrupt them. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Everyone ready? I want you to look at the photo for a minute. Everyone have their ideal client? You have your ideal client, like you know who you're for, pick one. All right? Now I want you, if you want to use these ideas of these, I'm going to go back to the emotion hooks. Identity hooks. If you're a perfectionist, this will hurt. Everybody skips this step. Here's what it looks like. Everybody skips this step, and this is why they fail. They don't call a coach like me. I've been and walked a mile in your shoes. I know what it's like to struggle, but here's the good news. I am winning finally in my health, and I'm partnered with the most incredible group of fellow health coaches in the entire world. And guess what? This group is winning, which is why you need to shoot me a DM. Can't help you till you take action. But when you're ready to, I'm going to change your life. Okay, so I made that up. All I did was I took the idea of everybody skips this step. So stand up, pull out your money maker. We ain't shaking our money makers. We're going to pull out our money makers. Don't nobody go to the bathroom. I will call your ass out. Stand up. Stand up. This is where we implement action. And if we do this well, I bet the corporate staff will even share their videos. Don't let them outdo us. I want you to identify one of these hooks, and I want you to get ready, put your phone against your face, and we're all going to speak to our phone, so nobody's going to hear you. Nobody's going to hear you because everyone's going to be talking now, and I don't want you to stop. I don't care if you get stutter-stepped. I didn't say you have to post this. We'll talk about that in a minute. I did say, though, it's time to take action and to speak to your ideal client because there is nobody that has more authority than you do. You're winning. Say, I'm winning. I know what it's like to win. And I'm going to tell my story. So I'm about to push record, and I'm going to do something that scares me. But it's going to change somebody's life. So I'm not going to make it about me. You're getting weak. I'm not going to make it about me. All right, you got 60 seconds. Speak to your audience. Do not stop. Keep going until you're done. You ready? Go. This is where they're going to play some music. Keep going. If you need to stop and start again, go ahead. We're in no hurry here. Keep going. Sit down when you're done. This is good. Keep going. Don't fight it. Just go. Share your story. Someone's life is about to be changed because you shared your story. When you're done, you can sit down. "20 seconds. Lisa, am I okay on time for a minute? Wrap up? Okay, shoot. Okay, we're just getting juicy. One person, tell me how that felt. I see some tears over there. Tell me how that felt. Shout it out. Emotional. Why was it emotional? You know what it's like, don't you? Can you imagine if your video actually hits the internet tonight? Somebody that can't be intimate with their spouse with the lights on is going to see your video. Because it's going to change their life. Because you went to a place that was vulnerable. And our vulnerability is what moves people. It's what moves people to action. It's what moves people to trust you. You guys have so much trust. So many people are wondering what you're doing here in Baltimore this weekend. Is it just going to be another one of those things? What is this whole metabolic thing? I cannot wait the next year, 365 days, to make the haters' heads spin. I'm going to cause these websites and all these trolls, like they can't even keep up right now because they unleashed the beast. Because it got real personal for me over the last 60 days. And I want to invite you to just, like, Dan, it gets personal, doesn't it? It's like, come on, I need to see other people besides Dan and I on these sites. I need some people to, like, come on, get in the game with me and get wild and share that story, because too many people are hurting and we're letting fear rob us and rob somebody else from their freedom and from their complete transformation and from getting metabolically synchronized. It's called a metabolic reset. You know, we don't need to ooh, give me the angle. No. Like, we don't need to stop. We can stop doing this and we can just do this. And we can even, this ain't a bad view either. Up the old chin. Like, we solve double chins. Like, we're problem solvers. Who has a double chin? Speak to that guy. Speak to the woman who has a double chin. But we got to market ourselves. Follow-up means you care. Just waiting for them to text you or call you back, if you don't. If you don't care, just sit back and be like, I already followed up with them. I already talked to them. Yeah, a month ago. Have you met anybody healthier today when they told you they're going to do something else or they're going to think about it or pray about it? People that pray about it get really fat, just for the record. They get fat because then you see them 2 days later on the website of the church and they're just sitting there working over a big old played a metabolic dysfunction. I'm like, that doesn't look like prayer. We need to take some action. So can we, like, I don't even like the word follow up, because you're like, I just followed up Friday. Follow up ain't Friday no more. Follow up is every day. Follow up if you care. Follow up if like you want to see them healthy, if you transform. Because when they have that bad moment, when they go to put on those pants that don't fit, when they go to whatever they do in the dark that they now want to do in the light, who are they going to think of? They need to be thinking of you, because you became an authority. You keep disrupting their scroll. They keep stopping on you and like, oh, I hate you. They've even like, they don't like you until they need you. And then you kept posting, you kept sharing your Metabolic 3.0 story, and next thing you know, it's like, crap, it's middle of December, I'm calling her. Yeah, they get a video from you in Baltimore. Hey girl, I'm in Baltimore, just thinking about you and praying for you. I'm in your corner when you're ready. I'm your dude, I'm your bro. You ready to hit the gym when you get home? Stop at the gym, call me. Let's get your nutrition in order, brother. Like, that's what a friend does. That's what a 3.0 coach does, is put this phone in front of their face and say, I believe in you.